Hey fams, it's Mangle. So, I heard that not only Roblox is having the age verification, but also Discord is too. I am going to react to 2 videos talking about it. The first video I am going to react to is called It's Over, We Lost. No. We can't lose. Oh sorry. I hate when I read or hear someone say we lost. Sorry for the reflex. Anyways, this video is from KreekCraft's. So in case you don't know who KreekCraft is, he is a popular American YouTuber and content creator known for his gameplay videos, particularly in Roblox games like Jailbreak and Piggy. He has amassed over 11 million subscribers on his YouTube channel. Geez, he has more subscribers than the YouTuber does. Anyways, back to reading, and is recognized for his engaging live streams and friendly rivalries with other gamers. So there you go, now you fans know about KreekCraft. And the second video I am going to react to after Kreek is no text-to-speech. I am not researching him, because I don't want to. His video is called This Is How Discord Dies. Well, that's a shame, because us animatronics do use Discord to communicate with our fans like you all. But sadly we only have over 2 friends, the YouTuber's friend Joshua and King Quincy. That's about it. Anyways, enough talking, let's watch the 2 videos. Enjoy. No, you're not going to enjoy because Discord is breaking. But try to enjoy anyways.
So if you thought Roblox age verification was bad, oh, buckle up, because it's about to get a whole lot worse. You see, I woke up this morning, and this was the first thing I saw when I opened up Twitter on my phone. Discord will age restrict accounts by default unless users verify their age via face scan or ID. Everyone right now is freaking out over this, talking about this. It's trending on Twitter. People talking about it on TikTok. And us Roblox players, we've played these games before. We know what this means. We know where this goes. I saw it, and at first I was like, no. This can't be real, right? There's got to be something else. But no, it's true. Discord will age restrict users from certain features starting next month unless the user sends in a face scan or ID. You know, I've never felt so defeated. I've never felt so depressed about where the internet is going and where the future is going. Like, I remember as a kid, I was like, oh man, I can't wait to see what the future's like. I can't wait to see what people can do on the internet. And here we are in 2026, and it's just like everything we love and cherish is just getting ruined. And by the way, if you think, oh, that's bad, well, Discord is also going to start spying on you with an AI. Look, let's get into all this, okay? So here's the official announcement straight from Discord support. Discord will soon be expanding our teen safety protections worldwide, including teen by default settings and age assurance designed to create safer experiences for teens. Learn more about these updates here. Okay, let's learn more. Now, I'm not going to bore you by reading this entire page right here on the video. This guy right here gave a good TLDR. All Discord accounts will now get a restricted teenage experience by default, meaning if you don't verify your age on Discord with a face scan or your ID, Discord will just automatically assume you're 13 years old and restrict your account based on that information. That means you will have no access to age-restricted servers and channels. You will not be able to speak in Discord stage channels. You will have automatic filters applied to sensitive content. Any friend requests you receive from unfamiliar users will have a warning attached to them. And direct messages from non-friends will be filtered into a separate request inbox. To unlock the full adult access, users must verify they're 18 plus with one of these options. Number 1, facial age estimation. We know how this works. We've done it on Roblox. And or uploading a photo of a government-issued ID. And someone put an image here of them literally tricking the AI, by the way, with a photo of a video game. That's Norman Reedus from Death Stranding. Now, need I remind you that literally like 3 to 4 months ago, I'm not joking, September of last year, Discord had a massive data breach where 70,000 government-issued IDs were leaked. And again, I'm not going to bore you by reading the entire article, but here's what you need to know. Basically, in order to do the age verification, Discord uses a third party. That third party collects your information, collects your ID, and it was that third party that had the data breach all those months ago. Does that sound familiar? Yeah, it should, because that is quite literally how Roblox works. Once you send in your video selfie, it will actually submit that information to a third party. In Roblox's case, it's Persona. That third party then uses that information to verify your age. I put that in quotation marks because we know it's not always the greatest at verifying your age. And in the case of Discord, they don't use Persona like Roblox does. They use the service called 5CA, and that's the service that the data breach occurred. But ultimately, it doesn't really matter because your ID got breached. That was literally October 17th, 2025. And so now, after all of that, Discord turns around and they say, you know what? If you're going to use Discord, you got to give us your ID. You got to give us your face. Like, am I crazy or does this just not seem like a good idea? I literally tweeted this. I said a few months ago, Discord literally had a data breach that leaked people's IDs for age verification. I don't really trust stuff like this. And yes, look, some people say, well, KreekCraft, don't you want kids to be safe? Don't you want children to be safe? These systems keep kids safe. Yeah, and they also leak your private information. Now, I don't want my private information, like my government ID, my driver's license, out there where anybody can get it. And if I wasn't a YouTuber whose face is already out there in the world, I wouldn't want these random companies having my face either. But it gets worse. Like I said, it gets worse. Because if you read this post from Dexerto, they did an interview with Discord, and oh man, it gets worse. I'm going to read this word for word, okay? The company is also introducing an age inference model that runs in the background to help determine whether an account likely belongs to an adult without always requiring direct verification. I read that and I was like, wait a minute. So Discord is making an AI that runs on your computer in the background and then spies on what you're doing to determine if you're an adult or not? What? So I dug a little bit more, and yes, that is exactly what's happening. Let me read this. Some users may not have to go through either form of age verification. Discord is also rolling out an age inference model, which is basically just an AI, that will analyze metadata, like the types of games a user plays, their activity on Discord, and behavioral signals like signs of working hours or the amount of time they spend on Discord. If we have a high confidence that they're an adult, they will not have to go through the other age verification flows. And that's what someone at Discord said. So hold on, let me get this straight. So Discord will now start using an AI to, number one, track the type of games I play, track my activity on Discord, and also track signs of working hours. You will be tracking how long I spend at work. What are we doing? Number one, you can't judge somebody's age based on the type of games they play. Whenever I was 12, I was playing Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty. Those are mature rated games. That doesn't mean I'm an adult. I was like 12. Number two, you're tracking my activity on Discord. What does that mean? Does that mean you're analyzing every single sentence I type? Because like I do a lot of business on Discord. I have a lot of personal information exchanged on Discord. If you're going to be tracking that, well, then guess what? I'm not using Discord. And number three, tracking signals like signs of working hours. Discord, I don't want you to know how often I work. Like that is insane. I like this tweet here. It was quote tweeted Taylor Lorenz. She's a journalist. She said age verification is just mass AI surveillance so that the big tech companies and billionaires can harvest even more of our data. I'm not one to really like get political or get conspiracy up in here, but it really does seem that way, doesn't it? Like everyone says this is to protect the kids. Roblox says it's to protect the children. It's to protect the kids. Discord, oh, it's to protect the kids. We got to protect the children. Please give us your government ID and your full name and your social security number and all of your personal information because we have to protect the children. And then if you don't do it, they turn around and go, well, you must not like protecting children then. No, I don't like giving these random companies my personal information. I saw this tweet here, and no disrespect to this guy, because, it's a fair question. He says your own bank could suffer a data breach. What's the point? Like, what's the difference between this and, your bank? If you're so worried about data breaches, it could happen to anybody, right? Your bank could get data breached. And like, look, here's the thing. Like I explained here, there are certain things in life that you just have to have. You have to have a bank. You can't not have a bank. You have to have a driver's license. You have to have a car in most places. You have to have internet and phone service. Like, these are just basic things that you have to have in order to function in society. Yes, those things can have data breaches, and that is a risk that you just have to take. Discord, though, is a chat app for games. It's a gaming chat app. It's a random company that is using another random company to analyze my data and determine my age based on that data. And I just don't trust these people. Why should I trust a company that literally, well, what is that? January, December November, 4 months ago, they literally had a data breach, man. Like, you just can't make this up. And it's so depressing. You know, like, as a kid, I was so excited for, like, the future and, like, what was going to happen and all this stuff. But it's like, this just feels so dystopian. I don't know, dude. Like, if I wasn't a YouTuber, I'd delete Discord right now. I wouldn't use it. I'd stop using it. Obviously, I have to have it because there's certain things as a YouTuber that I, you know, have to use Discord for. But, like, this sucks, man. This just freaking sucks. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. It's bleak. Future's looking bleak, guys. Subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.
This is how Discord dies, because Discord is now forcing you to scan your face with AI or scan your ID to access certain parts of Discord. Now, believe it or not, this feature started off as a good thing, and then Discord gave it an update, and now it feels dystopian. And now with the government threatening Discord with an $18 million fine and Discord being sued for child safety, it's about to make everything even worse. Now, like I said, initially this face scanning feature was a pretty good idea by Discord, because if you go on Discord and you joke about your age saying you're 6 years old, someone can report that and you can get banned off Discord for being underage. The problem, though, is that when you try to appeal, nothing happens because Discord support is AI and Discord takes forever to do anything. In fact, one of my viewers got banned and completely ignored by Discord, but when they used this AI face scanning feature, Discord verified their age group and realized, oh, he's not 6 years old, he's a teenager, that's crazy. And in less than 5 minutes, he was unbanned. Now, unfortunately, this feature is only available to people in the UK or Australia, so they had to use a hacky workaround with a VPN, but it worked. They got unbanned from Discord in 5 minutes for scanning their face. Now, do you feel like scanning your face with AI is an invasion of your privacy just so you can get unbanned from Discord? Well, don't you worry, because it's not Discord that's scanning your face. It's a third-party company called KID. Now, KID does say your information is processed for verification purposes only and is not stored, but in this day and age, I don't trust any big company, even if apparently they are trusted by Google, Capcom, and Discord. But like I said, Discord updated this feature and made it worse. Because Discord didn't just want to scan your face to unban you on Discord, it started asking for your age for other parts of Discord. If someone sends you a message that Discord says may contain sensitive content, if you try unblurring this image, Discord will show you that pop-up asking you to verify your age. Now, when I first saw this, I thought Discord was trying to solve the Gooner problem on Discord, especially teenagers using Discord instead of the Hub or any adult website. But here's the thing, as someone that uses Discord all the time, this filter, it's horrible. Imagine your friend sent you a completely normal image of something, and Discord thinks that the meme you sent is sensitive content. If you try unblocking it, you will need to scan your face with AI, and if you're a 16-year-old, Discord says you're a teenager and you can't see the photo, and there's nothing you can do about it. Do you not like scanning your face? Does it feel dystopian? Well, don't you worry, because there's another thing that will make you scan your face, and this will be devastating for the Discord gooners. But I'm on my alt account, and I enabled this experiment to make this whole system work, and considering this AI face scanning only works in Australia or the UK, and you should be able to tell I am neither Australian nor British in it, I also had to use a VPN and VPN into the United Kingdom. But on my account, if I try accessing an age-restricted channel, Discord will tell me, this channel is marked as age-restricted because it contains adult content. Do you want to verify your age group to access this channel? And when you go to verify your age, again, it asks you to scan your face with AI or scan your ID. Now, since I talked about a VPN, oh so conveniently, it's time to talk about this video's partner, NordVPN. Now, instead of reading some boring script, I'm just going to tell you how I use NordVPN almost every single day. Now, first, I use NordVPN to hide my IP from scammers. When I visit sketchy scam websites and I expose them in videos, if the scammers want revenge, they could DDoS my IP and boot me off the internet. But before I visit the website, if I turn on NordVPN, it will hide my IP, so I don't even have to worry about being DDoSed. Also, if you play on like sketchy GTA or Gmod servers, this might be a good idea to look into. Now, I also use NordVPN to bypass Discord server bans. Don't tell Discord about this, by the way. But funny enough, some bad Discord servers will ban my account so I can't investigate them, and when I go on an alt account, I'm still banned because Discord will ban your IP. But I just used NordVPN to change my IP, and now I can join the server with no problems at all. And finally, I use NordVPN to trick websites into thinking I'm from a different country. So this Discord AI face scanning thing I'm talking about only works in the UK and Australia. So all I have to do is just go to the UK and kaboom. And now I can make this video. And by the way, you can also do the same thing with like like Netflix if you want to get country-specific shows, if you want to watch Netflix in France, which would just be torture. And with NordVPN's 7,000 high-speed servers that span over 118 countries, I have a lot of countries covered. Now, if you use my link in the description, nordvpn.com/no-text-to-speech, you get 4 bonus months with the purchase of a 2-year plan. And if you don't like it, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee at nordvpn.com/no-text-to-speech. And again, Pookie Bear, get this offer at nordvpn.com/no-text-to-speech. All right, so getting back to the video, I don't go on Discord to watch adult content, but unfortunately, a lot of adults and teenagers do as well. I think people need to stop using Discord, a chatting app for adult content, because you can't get groomed on the hub's comments. You can get groomed on Discord, though. But just think about it for a second. If you go on the hub and they tell you to scan your face, if the system that scans my face gets hacked and starts storing people's faces, last thing I want is my face before the goon sesh being leaked on some sort of website. That is like a recipe for getting blackmailed. And I think I can speak on behalf of everyone, but I think most people don't like having to scan their face just to see age-restricted content on Discord. I understand the premise here. They're trying to keep kids safe, but this is like the worst way of going about it. I want to point out, though, if you thought things couldn't get any worse, they do. Your account may be banned if your age is below the minimum requirement. If you believe the result is incorrect, you could submit an appeal through the underage appeal process here. If you have a baby face and you're a teenager and the AI thinks you're under 13, you can get banned off Discord. And the best part is that apparently it happened to someone on Reddit already. A friend tried to do the Face ID thing, and despite being a grown-ass adult, they had their Discord account seized because they thought they were under 13. We are already off to a fantastic start. Now, the question when it comes to any Discord feature is, why is Discord doing this? If Discord adds a specific feature that seems privacy invasive, you know, scanning your face, I don't know, Chief, that sounds like an invasion of privacy to me. Anytime Discord does anything that will 100% be unpopular in a specific country, it's because these specific countries are forcing Discord to do this. And with that, folks, I want to give you a quick warning. In the next part of the video, I talk about old people who just don't understand the internet. So if you're allergic to incompetent boomers, just continue watching the video but have an EpiPen on hand. But let's talk about the Australian and the UK government basically trying to kill Discord. The Australian government is protecting young Australians at a critical stage of their development through world-first social media age restrictions. So the Australian government is stopping you from visiting social media if you don't meet the mandatory minimum age of 16. When you're able to drive a car in Australia as a learner, you now have the skills to handle Instagram. That's how batshit insane this stuff is. They will let you drive a 4,000-pound death machine, a car, and crash it into like the side of a highway, killing your whole entire family. And that is the same age you need to be to sign up for Instagram or Discord. But to get things back on topic, Discord is making this age face scan verification available in Australia, most likely to see if the AI can distinguish between a 15-year-old, someone who can't crash into a family of 5 on the highway, and a 16-year-old. They're giving the AI face scanning feature a test drive. And my oh my, ladies and gentlemen, that test drive went phenomenally because people have already bypassed the AI. Like, just to give you an example, there's Reddit posts of people complaining about how this is a massive breach of privacy, and the first comment was, a buddy of mine used a VPN to bypass it. You know which VPN to use. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. In another post where people were complaining about this, someone said, I'm 19. I tried with the video selfie, and it kept insisting I was under 18 purely because I still have a slight bit of a baby face on me. I ended up having to intentionally scrunch up my face just to get it to recognize me as an adult. Insert the Dean Norris meme. You have normal happy face. You're under 18. Get your scrunchy frowny face. Instantly 52. Ladies and gentlemen, you could bypass AI by giving it the stink eye. This shit's so stupid. You gotta understand, kids are crafty motherfuckers, I tell you. I did my AI face verification with a tweet called VCam on my jailbroken iPhone and then downloaded a video from TikTok with someone staring into the camera. I managed to find one with some guy opening his mouth a few times and it worked. So this person just used a video from TikTok of an old person, which there's tons of because old people love TikTok for some reason. They also point out that you can just get a friend to do it because if you do it on your computer, it'll give you a QR code telling you to scan it with your phone. You can just send that QR code to someone and they can do the face verification for you. And just in case the government thinks people are stupid, there will be 20-year-olds or people that look over 18 that will do face verifications for other people and they'll charge them like $1. There were people that would sell a Discord clan tag feature for money. It's not that far of a reach to say that there will be a black market community of age verification. And if you're someone that doesn't want your face scan to be given to some random AI company that you've never heard of before, well, don't you worry, because I'm on my Discord account here. You can see that the age group is unverified. They don't know if I'm an adult or if I'm a kid. And there's a Vencord plugin called NSFW gate bypass. I am now in the adult age group, and if I press on escape, this is the exact same account, by the way, I can just visit the age-restricted channel. So people that don't like getting their privacy invaded, or teenagers that want to bypass this stuff, they will find ways to. And just when you thought governments were stupid, let's move on to the UK's government, because the UK government passed Ofcom's Online Safety Act. The point of the Online Safety Act is a whole bunch of laws that protects children and adults online. Now, hot take here for a second. I don't want the government to protect me as a grown-ass adult with a fully functioning, developed frontal lobe. Okay, maybe not that developed, but I'm an adult. Why is the government trying to protect me from the internet? And don't worry, this whole thing gets even more insane. So the main point of the Online Safety Act is for kids. The most important and most relevant part of the Online Safety Act is that websites need to prevent children from accessing online adult content, and the way to do so is through age assurance. Now, this is effective immediately for any adult website that published their own adult content, but websites like Discord need to also check if children are accessing adult content with a deadline of April 16th, 2025, which is already passed. So this whole entire paragraph explains why Discord has that AI face feature for people in the UK. And if you don't follow these guidelines, then congratulations, because you get completely f***ed. Because in the Online Safety Act, companies can be fined up to 18 million Great British pounds, or 10% of their qualifying worldwide revenue, whichever is greater. Whichever is greater. Not only do you get fined up the wazoo, but criminal action can also be taken against senior managers who fail to ensure companies follow information requests from Ofcom. Now, if Discord got fined 18 million Great British pounds, I'd laugh. The problem, though, is that this punishment, it actually fucks a big part of the internet, because big companies like Discord can deal with this. They have a whole bunch of people, money, lawyers. But what about other websites? You know those small little forums that teach you how to repair your 2004 base model Toyota Echo, and that's the only place you can find that information? They don't really have the resources to deal with this 4,000 page act and make sure have like face AI scanning thing for children. So you want to know what that means? That Toyota car form that is based in the UK or whatever you're using gets fined up to 18 million Great British pounds. Or they shut down. I'm actually not joking. There's news articles like this, hundreds of websites to shut down under UK's chilling internet laws. So now all those small websites which make the internet diverse get shut down, and everyone now has to go to big platforms like Twitter. So is this whole entire act impeaching on people's free speech on the internet? Probably. So this thing's already completely flawed from the start, and it just gets worse. Because remember, they're supposed to protect the adults. Sorry, I can't keep it together. But according to the Online Safety Act, adult users of such services will be able to verify their identity and access tools which enable them to reduce the likelihood that they see content from non-verified users and prevent non-verified users from interacting with their content. This will help stop anonymous trolls from contacting them. The UK government is trying to stop trolling for good. I don't know if you guys heard of bully hunters before. This was 7 years ago. Basically, there was a website that would try to stop bullies, and they had this trailer, if you can even call it a trailer, where there were women gamers that were being harassed on Counter-Strike. Now, instead of just muting the person or reporting them in Counter-Strike, they would go to bully hunters. They would get a certified bully hunter to join the game lobby to out-gamer the troll. And then when the troll got angry, they would say, "Harassment is not a game. Bullyhunters.com." Now, considering you haven't heard of bully hunters, this thing flopped like a piece of shit. The whole project got canceled, and the UK government was like, this is brilliant. And the way to stop anonymous trolls, this is the biggest amount of is that for you to use a website, you need to verify your identity. And there's tools that people can use to reduce the likelihood that they see content from people that aren't verified. So if you don't give up your privacy, your content on social media just won't be shown to people if they don't want it to. This is enshittification from the government themselves. And remember that lawsuit that's going to make everything worse? Well, this is the lawsuit that's going to make everything worse. So on April 17th, The Verge reported that Discord gets sued for allegedly violating child safety laws. And my goodness, boyos, if you thought old people were stupid when it comes to the internet, this lawsuit is an absolute heater, let me tell you. So the state of New Jersey is suing Discord because Discord says that its application is a safe space for teens. Now, considering all the horrible cesspools of Discord I look at, it's not safe. So it seems like this lawsuit is pretty good until you start reading what they're complaining about. They're saying that children can easily make accounts on Discord, as all that Discord requires to sign up is an email address and a date of birth. If the user's age is above 13, if you're allowed on Discord allows the user to create a username and a display name. They specifically say no real names are required. quick. It was that quick to find boomers being stupid again. If you go on any part of the internet, it could be the most wholesome stuff on the planet. No one uses their real name on the internet. And they're saying that, and it makes it seem like they're saying that's a problem. Because they say, while Discord states that it prohibits children under the age of 13 from using the application, an underage child needs only to provide a false birthday to create an account. Hello, reality to the state of New Jersey. Every single website asks for a birthday and you could lie about it. You could go on Steam, say your birthday is in like the 1900s, and it will allow you to see Doom Eternal. They dead ass put this in their lawsuit, which means that if this goes through, there is a possibility that Discord would be forced, maybe in the future or by more government pressure, but Discord might be forced to make people scan their face just to create an account so they can ensure whether or not you're a child. And that is the most dystopian shit I have ever heard. And I don't think that's the end of what is kind of being pushed here, because they're also saying that no real names are required. I don't want to sound alarmist here, but with this lawsuit, is this person wanting you to sign up for websites using your real name? This seems insane to me. Like, I hope you guys can see this is a slippery slope. Like, I'm hoping Discord isn't going limp dick with this. And it does turn out that Discord is fighting this, but Jesus Christ, how can people not see through this and see they want our real names for social media and they want a way to make sure that we say who we are? Bye internet privacy. It doesn't exist anymore because the government wants to protect kids. Remember how I was talking about being allergic to old people being stupid? This is when you need your EpiPen. Because in the lawsuit, they say that Discord servers have administrators who control a given server and may have moderators or mods who are selected by the server admin and granted certain authority to manage the server. Typical stuff we're used to. But they say that any Discord user, regardless of age, can create a server or become a moderator. And Discord does not require education or training for moderators to identify or respond to a potential violation of its terms of service or community guidelines. This lawsuit is alleging that Discord moderators aren't formally trained, so when people talk in Discord servers, children are being put at risk. That is quite a reach. Now, if you wanted to scoop your eyeballs out already, it gets worse. Because in the lawsuit, they talk about how children face significant risks on the application. They say a child under the age of 13 who is reported to Discord may be banned for violating the terms of service, you know, the underage ban. Or a predator found to have circulated CSAM content may be banned under Discord's community guidelines. And this is true, but if you get banned off Discord, you can do the simple process of just making a new Discord account. And the Attorney General that is putting forth this lawsuit is proposing that the potential solution, and the reason why this ban evasion happens, is because Discord's base application requires no monetary payment. So the solution is to make people pay to use Discord. What is this dude even trying to say, man? This won't solve anything. In fact, it'll just make less people use Discord, because if you have to pay to use Discord, no one's going to use it. They're going to go to a different platform that's free to sign up for, and that platform is going to have the exact same problem that this dude is saying. What is the solution here? All right, while I was editing this, I realized that there is a disgusting piece of irony in this whole entire lawsuit, because we have the government suing Discord because a predator who got caught for circulating CSAM content, they can just make a new Discord account. This is coming from the government, the people that should be putting this caught predator behind bars. But instead of doing that, they're suing Discord. This should really make it clear what the motive of this lawsuit is, in my opinion. Now, I'll have this lawsuit linked in the description if you want to read through it. A lot of it is just talking about predators on Discord and how Discord isn't inherently keeping kids safe. And that's the biggest problem here. There is a study that estimates that 1 in 12 children are subjected to online internet crimes. This is a serious problem. Parents and kids need to understand that the internet isn't inherently safe. You can't just throw your kid on Roblox, throw them on Discord, look at the website, oh, it's safe for kids, that's good. No, every single website will have predators on it. You can't throw them an iPad and say, oh, good luck. At the end of the day, the government nor any internet website gives a about your specific child. But the real problem is that governments need to give more resources to law enforcement that investigate grooming cases. I hate to break it to you, but like the NCMEC doesn't have enough resources to tackle the massive grooming problem that exists on the internet. The governments are completely misguided. Again, I don't know if they're trying to boil the frog and get you used to having your privacy invaded, or if they're just trying to do lip service and seem like a good government. We can keep passing these laws that we pretend do something, but at the end of the day, if the people that are putting the predators behind bars don't have enough resources to do so, what's the point? Anyways, gamers, I think that's all that really needs to be said. I don't want to drag this on for too much longer. Feel free to agree or disagree with me in the comments, but if I think you're cyberbullying me, I'm going to report you to the UK government. Anyways, gamers, bye-bye. I love you. Mwah!
Okay, that is interesting. So KreekCraft was talking about Discord will soon be expanding team safety protections worldwide, including team by default settings and age assurance designed to create safer experiences for teams. We're also launching recruitment for Discord's first team council, creating a space for team voices to help shape our safety and well-being work. Applications are now open for US teens ages 13 to 17, yeah, and that is from Discord support as KreekCraft said, and this next post that Kreek is reading. Discord will age restrict users from certain features starting next month unless the user sends a face scan or ID, so that means all accounts will get a restricted teen experience by default. Like no access to age-restricted or NSFW servers and channels, cannot speak in stage channels, automatic filters applied to sensitive or graphic content, warnings shown on friend requests from unfamiliar users, direct messages from non-friends filtered into a separate requests inbox, and to unlock full adult access, users must verify they are 18 plus with one of these options. Yeah, but I am not going to read what no text-to-speech is reading, because it's too much to read as a recap like I did for KreekCraft. And I don't have time because Foxy wants me to hang out with him as usual. So see you fans in the next video. Bye for now.